Good evening all. In this video we will see the designing of mod 10 counter. Okay, so we are taking mod 10 means it will, what we want, that it will pass only 10 states. It will passes only 10 states. It will have only 10 states, means 0 to 9, and after the 9, counting 9, it will again come back to the initial states. Like it will like the state diagram, if I draw as 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, it will count from 0 to 9. Okay, it will count from 0 to 9. Total 10 pulses. It will have 10 pulses, and after that, when the next pulse arrives, it will come back to 0. Okay, this is the state diagram of a mod 10 counter. So if you know how to make, if you understand the designing of a modulus counter of a one particular counter, then you can design any number, any modulus counter, any number of modulus counter. Like you can design modulus 7, modulus 8, if you understand the working, how we stop the counting after 10 pulses. This is most important. So for this I am taking, first of all, you have to see which, you have to look at the number, for which number you have to stop the counting. So first of all, you have to see that there are only 10, in that counter there should be only 10 pulses. Okay, counting from 0 to 9. And as the 10th number comes, it will again restart. It will repeat the counting 0 1 2 3 4 5 9, again 0 1 2 3 4 9, in that way. So first of all, we have to decide there should be how many bits in a counter. Means how many bits there should be in a counter. Like it should be 2-bit counter, it should be 3-bit counter, it should be 4-bit counter. First of all, we have to decide that. So look at this. We have to take mod of 10 counter. So can we take only 2-bit counter? So first of all, you have to decide how many flip-flop you have to take in your counter. If I take, for example, if I take 2-bit counter, how many states will be possible? 4 possible state, 4 states. So it will count up to 0 to 3. So 10 will not come from here. If I take 3-bit counter, minimum number of flip-flop that we have to check the minimum number of flip-flops to count that particular number. If we take 3-bit counter, it will have 8 possible states. Okay, but we need 10. 10 will not come in this. It will count from 0 to 7. Okay, but we need 10 pulses. It means 2 is not enough, 3 is not enough. It means we have to take 4-bit counter. 4-bit counter will count 16 states from 0 to 15. So 10 will come in this category. It means we have to take 4-bit counter. So I am just taking a 4-bit counter. I am just taking a 4-bit counter. Okay, so I am taking A, B, C and D. Okay, JK flip flop I am taking for toggling action. I need to JK, 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 JK inputs. Okay, output is Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3. Okay, and I am taking, you can design modulus by synchronous or asynchronous, is up to you only. But synchronous counter designing is little bit more complicated, so I always prefer to design a modulus counter with a asynchronous counter. Okay, so what I am taking, I am giving high input, high, or you can say logic 1. This is a control line. This input line, this logic 1 line to all the inputs. Okay, this is simple 4-bit asynchronous counter I am taking. Okay, and this Q0 will trigger the second flip flop. It's a negative edge triggered flip flop. Q1 triggered this third flip flop. Q2 Q1 triggered the third flip-flop, Q2 triggered the fourth flip-flop, and the external clock is giving for the first flip-flop. So this is simple asynchronous 4-bit counter that we have already seen. And here one more thing we are taking, we are connected all the flip-flops to low clear. This is clear, low clear, clear as low. So if the clear is low, all the flip-flops will be reset, means all the flip-flops will switch off and output will be 0 0 0 0. When the clear is high, then the flip-flop will on and it will produce the outputs. Okay, so this is the simple working of a 4-bit asynchronous counter. This is a 4-bit asynchronous counter. I have not designed mod 10. So now we start the working. So we can understand the working with the help of a truth table. So for this again I am taking state, one side state and other side is at outputs Q3, Q2, Q1, Q0. Alright. Now we start the working. So as before giving any flip-flop, before giving any clock pulse, let's say all the outputs are at reset. All the outputs are 0. Clear low input. So once the first negative edge, this is negative edge triggered with connected with Q0. Output is going from Q0, so it will go up counting. Okay. So if the first negative edge of the clock pulse hits the first flip-flop, the first flip-flop always toggles. Inputs are 1, so output changes to 1. Okay. Now this is 1. This is the working that I have already explained. So this transition is 0 to 1, but for negative pulse we want the transition from 1 to 0. So this will not trigger the second flip-flop, and the second flip-flop output remains same as the earlier one. If it is not triggered on, how it will trigger on the other flip-flops? Output remains same. So for the first clock pulse it will count 1. Now we give the second clock pulse. Again for the second clock pulse it toggles, means transition goes from 1 to 0. Transition goes from 1 to 0, it will trigger on the second flip-flop. So it will also toggle and it will output changes to 1. Now there is a transition from 0 to 1. So this 0 to 1 will not trigger on the third flip-flop. So output remains same. So in the second clock pulse it will count as 2. In the third clock pulse it will count as 3. In the same way with fourth clock pulse it will count as 4. In the fifth clock pulse it will count as 5. In the sixth clock pulse it will count as, in the seventh clock pulse it will count as 7. In the eighth clock pulse it will count as 8. 1 0 0 0. In the ninth clock pulse it will count as 1 0 0 1. Now see, we have to design a mod 10 counter that it will pass only 10 states from 0 to 9. Now it's done. It's 0 to 9. Okay, that we know it will pass only 10 states. Okay, now what will happen as the next clock pulse arrives? Ideally, what will be the output? It's the number, binary number 10, 10 10. Okay, ideally it should be there. But what we want, after completing 10 pulses, it will restart the counting again. Means after this value it will again, it should be 0 0 0 0. What we want, then all the outputs will be 0 after passing through the 10 pulses. So now look at this. What we want, this output should be 0. Now look here, Q2, Q0 already 0. What we want, Q3 and Q1, we have to make it 0 in any way, so that it will, all the outputs will be 0. So what will we do? See, this Q3 and Q1, there are the ones across Q3 and Q1. So what we will do, we will select the Q3 output and Q1. This is Q1 and Q3 outputs. Okay, and these two outputs are 1. See, these two output values are 1, and what we want, we have to make these outputs as 0. So we have to use a NAND gate. I am just taking a NAND gate across Q1 and Q3. They are connected to a NAND gate and they are joined to this clear low clear. Say we have connected these Q3 and Q1. So this will be Q3 and Q1 are connected to a NAND gate. Why only Q3 and Q1? Because we want Q3 and Q1 output to be 0. So what will happen, as both inputs are 1, you know that NAND gate, if both the inputs are 1, output will be 0. So the output is 0 and this 0 is connected to the clear low. So when it is connected to the clear low, all the flip-flop resets. It means this outputs turn to be a 0. So we have designed mod of 10 counter. After 10 pulses, it will again restart the counting. Okay, so this is the general phenomena of a modulus counter. This is very simple, that which counter you have to design. First, check how many flip-flop you have to take, like mod 10. So for this, at least it will have 4 flip-flops, so that it will have total 15 states. So 10 come in between. Okay. Now what we want, instead of counting from 0 to 15, it will stop the counting after 10 pulses. That we want. And how we can achieve it? After 10 pulses, what ideally the output will be? It's 1 0 1 0. What we want, that these two ones should be 0. So for this, we just connect the NAND gates across these outputs, Q3 and Q1, and then it is connected to low clear. So the outputs will be resets. Now it will become a modulus of 10 counter. Okay, so this is modulus of 10 counter. So in that way you can design any counter of your desire. For example, if I say just draw mod 7 counter, so can you draw that? So first of all, you have to check how many minimum number of flip-flop you need, or minimum bit counter. So for example, if I start from 2, at least 2 flip-flops should be there. So if I take 2-bit counter, it must have 4 states. But what we want, it must pass through 7 pulses, so 2 is not sufficient. Now next check for 3-bit. It will have total 8 state. Yes, total 8 state, and what we want, it will just count only 7 pulses. It will count 8 pulses, and what we want, after 7 pulses, it will restart the counting again. Means 1 3 4 5 6 7 7, again it will count to 0. So at least we have to take 3-bit counter. 3-bit counter is sufficient to design mod 7 counter. So again, I'm just giving a rough idea. So this is Q0, Q1, Q2. Okay, this is negative triggering, and inputs are connected to common to 1. Okay, and this is Q2, Q0, Q1, and all are clear inputs. These are the clear inputs. Now check the counting. 0 state, Q2, Q1, Q0, 0 0 0. So it will pass first. Just do the working as in the similar way up to 0 to this is a 3-bit counter, so it will have the states 0 to 7. Okay, total 8 states will be there. So first draw the table for 8 state. 0 for 1, 0 0 1, for 2, 0 0 2, sorry, 0 1 0, for 3, 0 1 1, 4 1 0 0, 5 1 0 1, 6 1 1 0. Okay, so what we want, it will have total 7 states. So 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 up to 7, total 8 state. 1 1 1. Okay, this is the ideal working of 3-bit counter. What we want to stop the counting after the 7 pulse. It will just count 7. If we want to design mod 7, what we want, it just count 7 pulses. So 7 pulses means 0 to 6. It will just count from 0 to 6 only. At this state, we want that output should be 0. That we want to make it a mod 7 counter. So what we do, we see where the 1 appears, and in this case 1 appear across Q2, Q1 and Q0. So what we will do, we just take the outputs Q2, Q1 and Q0, Q2, Q1 and Q0, and all are connected to the NAND gates. Okay, and NAND gate is connected to the clear input. So we can design any counter according to this counting. So these all the 3 are 1s. Output is 0, and when it is connected to clear loop, all the inputs get 0. This is the phenomena of mod of 7. So for example, if you want to design mod of 3 counter, means it will count only 0 to 2, total 3 pulses. So first we have to check how many bits. Starting from 2-bit counter, it will have 4 possible states. And what we want to stop our counting at after 3 pulses. The 2-bit counter is sufficient. So what we do, we generally take 2-bit counter. Okay, this is Q0, Q1, and the working is like 0, output Q2, Q1, Q0. It will stop counting after 3 pulses, means it will count up to 2, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0. Ideally it will count 1, 1 if it is a 2-bit counter. Okay, but what we want to stop our counting at 3. After 3 pulses, means 0, 1, 2, it will count only 3, and we want at this output should be 0, means 3 means 1, 1, means Q1 is 1, Q0 is 1. To make it 0, what we will do, across Q1 and Q0, we will apply a NAND gate, and this NAND gate is connected to the low clear. So you can design a mod 3 counter. So in this manner you can design modulus counter of your desire. Okay. So for example, if we want to design a mod of 12 counter, so mod 12 we need 4 bits. What will happen for mod 12? It will just count from 0 to 11. Okay, 0 to 11 means 0, 0, 0, 0 to 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. It will just count from here to here. And as the next pulse appears, means the next number should be 12. 12 means 1, 1, 0, 0. Q3, Q2, Q1, Q0. So as this number appears, we want to restart the counting, means Q3 and Q2 should be 0. To make these two numbers 0, what we'll do, Q3 and Q2, these two outputs are connected to a NAND gate. So both the inputs are 1. After passing through the NAND gate, the output will be 0. So this 0, again it is connected to clear low. So all the outputs will be 0. So this is the general procedure to design any counter. In exams in general, mod of 10 counter, mod of 7 counter come in exams. Otherwise, I have just explained the way, or I have just briefed the modulus counter in a way that you can design any number of modulus counter. Okay, thank you.